All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Scams. This is the artist known as Andrew speaking. This is my wife's cat, Regal, who is gracing me with her presence. She's come up to see what's going on. And we're live streaming. That's what we're doing. Hey, baby girl. Everything okay? All right. Well, needless to say, this was a very, very busy week between work and live streaming and YouTubing and all that good stuff and the store. I was very, very busy. Um, Friday, me and the boys drove down to Orlando to attend the mega convention down in Orlando. Had a really good time. It was very exhausting. Had to get up early in the morning to get down there by the time the show started, but we had fun. I got to introduce my future son-in-law to a comic book convention, something he's never been to before, and he absolutely loved it. And I'm actually taking him with me to Charlotte next month, so that'll be his second comic book convention, and hopefully he'll be thrilled. I wanted to go ahead and live stream tonight. This may end up being a shorter live stream, just simply because I'm so exhausted. And I still have a video to make for tomorrow. My goal is always to have a new video every morning. Earlier this week, I screwed up and didn't have a video ready and didn't post one until almost 5 in the afternoon. That's not my goal. I want to do at least one every day. Hey, Cross. Hey, Rick. How's it going? Rick says, hi, all. How's it going, man? Haven't talked to you in a long time. Hope everything's good. The focus of this channel is now the scam calls. We usually don't talk much about comics over here. We talk about that over at Misfit Corner Comics. But I appreciate Rick being here. Like I was saying, I was going to try to make this is probably going to be a quick stream tonight. I had one thing I wanted to talk about and maybe a story to tell. I had gotten a comment on one of my scam calls that I wanted to address, and then I responded to the person, but I wanted to address it in a larger format, being the live stream. Rick says, "I figured that." Yep. It's what happens. What's happened when you make content for your channel and all of a sudden it goes in one direction and keeps going. you kind of focus on that. But this was a comment. I'm going to go ahead and bring up my comments real quick and share with you. I'm going to read the comment that was made, and then I'm also going to read my response, and then I want to talk about it just a little bit more. Okay? So I hope everybody's cool with that. Juan Torres, 20 hours ago, left a comment on one of my car warranty scam videos. And Juan says, it's not a scam. It's what American companies do to save millions. Hire outside the country to do calling. And my response was simple. Juan, I have to totally disagree with you. If someone has to lie to you to get you on the phone, it's a scam. They say they are calling because your file indicates your warranty has or is expiring, but they don't know your name, the make, the model of your car, or anything about you. It's a scam. If you trust these people, feel free to give them your money when they call you, and they will call you. And I ended it by saying good luck. Now, Ishmael's here, says, hello, everybody. How's it going, my friend? I know sometimes with some of these calls, there's a moment of hesitation. And I do it with almost every call. Then the hesitation is this a valid solicitation call, sales call, whatnot? Or is it 100% scam? In some cases, you know right away. If it's Amazon calling, if it's a credit card, lower your interest rate, credit card one, if it's an attorney general calling, or Social Security, or Customs and Border Enforcement. Guys, those are all scams. They're absolutely 100% scams. When it comes to the car warranty ones, you kind of get a little squishy feeling that it's possible it may be, a valid call. But if they have to lie to you to get you to talk to them on the phone and tell you things that are absolutely 100% not true, it's a scam. Okay. I meant to tell, I actually have two stories to tell. I bought my current car, God, maybe 3 years ago. I don't remember the circumstances. I think our van broke down and I needed a new car, and instead of buying outright, we ended up going in financing. And I went to a dealership that we'd done business with before, and we found something we liked and we bought it and we financed it and so forth. I got a call from the dealership a couple months ago. So we'd had the car for at least 3 years, and they were calling just to check up, make sure everything was good, and let me know about whatever financing options they had available and so forth. That I knew was a valid attempt to reach out to a customer and solicit and try to get them to come in and try maybe buy a new car or whatever. So I knew it wasn't a scam. Okay. I knew it was a valid outreach attempt. And to be honest with you, when I told the guy, everything's good, everything's fine, I appreciate the call, they were like, okay, just touching base, appreciate. There was no hard sales, there was no pressure whatsoever. And I appreciated it. When I'm ready to go buy a new car or another car, I'm probably going to go back to that dealership because I've always had good service from them. These car warranty people, when they call you, if you've heard some of my calls that I've had with them, they often are very, very pushy. And when you tell them or you have doubts and so forth, they continue to push and they continue to push. I hate sales like that. I absolutely do. I hate high pressure sales. And I've said it before, high pressure sales with a smile is still high pressure sales. And it's not good. Let me catch up and see who else is here. Ishmael says, hi, Misfit, or Misfit, hi. How's it going, sir? Anya says, hi, glad to catch you live. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you're here. Andy says, hey, everybody. And Matt says, what's up? Not much. It was so far, it's really weird in the fact that I took Friday off of work to go to the convention. So today kind of feels like a Sunday, but it's not. It's Saturday, and I still have a whole nother day of work tomorrow. So, oh well. Ismail says, Cross, hi, says hello to Rick. Rick's a good buddy of mine. He's a Canadian native, and we don't hold that against him, but that's where he's from. He does comics, by the way. In case you guys are interested in small independent press comic companies, he's building his own right now, self-publishing his own comics and his own creation. And you guys should, if you're interested, check that out. Rosemary says, hi, Andrew. Great to hear you live. Well, thank you very much. It's glad to be here. Ishmael says, Anya, hi, Andy. He also says hi to Matt and hi to Rosemary. Everybody's just so friendly. Notice that I remembered to highlight the comments and put them actually on the screen as I'm reading them. That was one of those things where in the last 2 or 3 live streams, I realized after the fact or at the very end, like, oh crap, I can do that. Matt says hi. Rosemary says, I sold you that car. You did? Really? It wouldn't surprise me. It says, ha ha ha, just joking. Oh, all right. Honestly, I don't remember the name of the lady that sold us our car. But what's so funny is not the last car that we bought, not the one before that, but the one before that was a car for my daughter. And we went to the dealership and helped her buy a car. And then we went back and then bought a car. And then we went back again and bought a third car. And this is over a stretch of maybe 6 or 7 years. But we went back to the same dealership. And I think we got the same salesperson at least 2 out of the 3 times. So, hey, if you have a positive experience with a salesperson, definitely go back and do it again, Anya says they're rude too. Well, that is true. Cross says, hi, new people in the chat. Yes, Cross, we gotten a lot of new people here. A lot of people come for the scam stuff, and it's a whole new group of people that follows along, comments, watches videos, and they're great. And I've always said it is that everybody who is out there in the audience that hears these videos and hears these recordings, almost every single person has had experience with these types of calls before, so they all understand, they all know where we're coming from. Rosemary says we are family. That is right, that is right. We are a family of people who have attempted to be scammed. Hopefully nobody out there's fallen for them, and continue to attempt to be scammed. But we know, we're knowledgeable, we know what's happening, we know what they're trying to do. I don't know if you guys had an opportunity to hear that last video that the one I put up this morning from they identified as the from the Attorney General's office. I know it's a short video, but it is freaking hilarious. The scammer lost the script at pretty much the very beginning, and all I said to him was hello, and he hung up. Mainly because it was just that bad. But hopefully they'll call back again, because this is a new one. I haven't gotten one from the office of the Attorney General before, and I cannot wait to get another call. So Anya says we're all buddies in the scam baiting community. Yes, we are. It's it's interesting to me, as somebody who really wasn't paying attention at the beginning, how many people out there have had these experiences and have gotten these calls and dealt with this situation, and how many people like to screw with them. Because that's fantastic. I get comments all the time, hey, I just got a call and I told them this or I told them that, and it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Hey, Fearful Milk's here. Hey, hello, Fearful Milk. Fearful Milk's another buddy of mine, from the comic side. He's been with us for a long, long time, and he's from over the pond, as they say. Friend of ours from over there. Yeah, it's wonderful to have him. Rosemary says it definitely wasn't me. Okay, okay. Ishmael says fear, claps. And Tagal Media Scam Prank says, hi there, Misfit Corner. Hello, sir. So glad you're here. Thank you so much for stopping in. I got to reach out and maybe get some people on the live stream. I got to work on that soon. Ishmael says hi. Tagav says hi. And Ishmael says absolutely 100% on. Yes, thank you, thank you. Oh, the other story I was going to tell you guys. I know I've told you the story about the salesman who tricked my kids into believing that our puppy was his, in order to make them panic and make them come into the house and get me to go outside. Okay, there was another legitimate business that used deceptive tactics in order to get me to talk to them. And I meant to mention this to you guys, because this is another situation where it's just like some of these telephone calls. Many moons ago, we owned a home, and we were new homeowners. And I did not know at the time, but there are lots of businesses that prey on new homeowners. They get a listing of all the new houses that have been purchased, like within the last month or so, and they descend upon you. Everything from um, home warranties, water softener systems, um, what is it, security systems, you name it, those people, they get lists of people who have recently bought houses, and they descend upon them. And we had moved into the house, we had just gotten everything set up, and we had invited my in-laws over for dinner. And I remember it so clearly, because we were all sitting down, we were having spaghetti, we were all sitting down to eat, and there was a knock at the door, and I go to answer the door, and it's a guy who said he was with our water company and they were doing a sample of the water. And my first thought was, crap, I got company here. Let me make this quick. So I took the sample bottle that he gave me. I went and put water in it and handed it back to him. He said, okay, thank you very much. And he left. It wasn't for a couple days later They reached back out to us again and said they got the results from our water test. And they needed to discuss it with us. And the guy came back to the house. We invited him in. We sat down and we talked to him. And he was pitching us a water softener system, this very expensive, you know, in depth type of thing. And it dawned on me while we were sitting at the kitchen table talking to this man that he did not work for the water company. At the time, I think the company's name that was our water provider was United Water. And he was from United Water Associates or something like that, some deviation of that name. And we're sitting there talking, and the entire time, from the moment they came to the door to get the sample to the moment we were sitting down talking about water softeners, I was under the impression he was working for the water company that supplied our water and that this was a serious thing. And instead, it was them trying to sell us this expensive water softener system. And when I realized that, number one, he didn't work for the water company that we get our water from, and that they had deceived us in order to get into the house, in order to pitch us, it was like, we're done. We're done. This conversation is over. Whether they're a valid company selling us, trying to sell us on something, didn't matter anymore. They deceived us in order to get in the door. Okay. And that's what a lot of these quote unquote legitimate companies that are calling people, whether they're offering insurance, whether they're offering, car warranties or whatnot, if they lie to you in order to get you to take the call, it's a scam. Okay. And if the car warranty one, going back to the original note comment from Juan, if they tell you, if they call you up and say your files indicate that your warranty is about to expire, and you come to find out that, number one, they don't know who you are, they don't know your name, they don't know what kind of car you drive, they know nothing about you, there is no file, they're lying to you in order to get you to take the call and hear their pitch. Now, if you as a consumer are okay with that and think that that's a trustworthy way of doing business, feel free to give them your money. Go for it. But just so you know, I tried to warn you. You know what I mean? If somebody lies to you in order to get their foot in the door, run away screaming. That's a, or scream at them and hang up on them. I just want people out there to know that there are people that are trying to sell a product, but they're using deceptive means in order to get you on the phone. Don't fall for it. Be careful, and just I want you all to hear the calls. I want you to know what they're saying, what they're doing, and be prepared when they do contact you. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's see. Let's go back to the notes and see what's going on. Richard's here. Hey, Richard, how's it going, my friend? Richard's another one that came along that's been around since the comic days, which we're still doing the live stream on the comic channel on Fridays. Todd and I had a really good conversation Friday, and I hate to say it, but we had to take part of our conversation offline, not during the live stream, because we were talking about She-Hulk. We were talking about the She-Hulk trailer, and needless to say, we don't have high hopes. Actually, we should probably get into reviewing stuff like that. Maybe do a weekly review of those shows as they come out, because it's gonna be a dumpster fire. I don't know if any of you out there are paying attention to it or following any of that stuff, but oh my gosh, it looks horrible. All right, back to the comments. Fearful Milk says, with all these newcomers, and the fact that you've been recently going back on Discord, why not invite people to talk on your community on Discord? Fearful Milk, mainly because I'm never there. Fearful Milk was fantastic in helping me set up my Discord. You guys know what I mean. but I'm never there. I would recommend people going and checking it out, but I honestly just haven't had the time to go there. I focus all my internet and social media followings to my YouTube channel. I'm not on Twitter. I do have a Twitter account. I'm not on YouTube. I have I'm not YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I have those accounts. I just never use them. So maybe one of these days. You know what? I got a funny story. I had a guy come into my store a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about another bookstore, comic book store in town, and I'm not sure if he was trying to pitch me on something, but he introduced himself as the social media manager for this store. And I'm not sure if he was trying to find new work, and I told Todd and Avery afterwards, I was like, if I ever need a social media manager, shoot me. If I have so much going on social media that I need somebody to manage it, I need to get a life, you know. But oh well, I hope I never get that far. Ismail says hi to Richard. Richard says harvesting watermelons tonight. Fantastic. That's an inside joke. If you guys have ever followed the comics channel, that's an inside joke. And Richard, I hope those watermelons taste fantastic. I know they will, and I hope you enjoy them thoroughly. Richard says, "Hey there, Ishmael. Oh my goodness, Jonathan Price gave me a $2 donation. Says, did you ever find out where Jackson Valley is? Nope, I'm still looking for it. We drove all the way down to Orlando and back and still haven't found Jackson Valley. I'm sure it's out there, and hopefully I'll find it soon. There's this mythical place called Florida. That's probably where it's located." some of these scammers, they have such a hard time saying. My newest one that's been driving them crazy is one of my fake names is Timothy Williams, and they have the hardest time spelling or understanding the name Timothy. And I'm pretty sure I'm saying it clear enough. And I mean, it's a pretty easy and common name to spell, but they have such a hard time with it, and I don't know why. Richard says, I used to be the lead plumber for a well known water treatment company. Most of our work was for rural areas, and we're on the well system. It was a good job. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I never had a problem with the company that did the water for us. They eventually switched over to the Jacksonville Electric Authority for all the water and electricity, which is their JEA is huge here. Whenever somebody calls from the solar panel people and they ask me who my electrical provider is, and they're not familiar with JEA, I know they don't have a clue what's going on because it's literally like the only provider here in town. But they eventually took over for United Water, and we didn't deal with them anymore. So, yeah, that's what happens when you're in a big city, I guess. Rosemary says, "So many different scams, so many scammers." Yep, yep. I What's so funny, I in those in my videos that I've been putting up, a day in the life, where I don't really get any one good call, but I get multiple calls in a single day. I figured what better way to share what it is that I get than to let you hear all the different types of calls. And sometimes there'll be a good one thrown in there, but most of the time they're usually pretty short video. They're short recordings. But what's so funny is on the way back yesterday, it was a Friday, from Orlando, we left the convention around 3:30, and I've of course had my cell phone with me, and while I'm driving, I'm answering calls, and I got at least two Medicare scam calls, at one Amazon scam call, and two other like hang up ones. And the boys that were with me, my son and my future son-in-law, were like, "Man, you get a lot of calls." I said, "Yeah, I know." A lot of calls. And that was just from 3:30 to like 5:30. It was like a 2-hour window. I got like 6 or 7 calls. And when the Amazon one called, I turned to my son and my future son-in-law, and I said, "Hey, I'll get this guy off the phone real quick." And they said, "Okay." And they said, of course, the Amazon one is that somebody's ordered like an iMac or whatever. And the first thing I say is, "Hey, where's my iMac? I've been waiting all week for it." They immediately hang up because they know that you're just screwing with them. So let's see what else we got here. Anita's here, says, "Hey, everybody. Hey, Anita, how's it going?" Uh, Ishmael says hi to Jonathan. And Richard says hello to Anita. And Ishmael says hello to Anita. You guys, you guys see the trend here. Everybody likes to say hello to everybody else. Richard, yeah, you missed last night. I don't think anybody actually joined. It was just me and Todd talking. We were going over some of the comics I got from MegaCon, and I mean, I think we wrapped it up like in 45 minutes. Don, be honest with you, it's kind of a short one, but it was a very long day that started like at 5 o'clock in the morning. So by the time we did the live stream, I was exhausted, but still wanted to do one. The awesome ones here says hi, Andrew, and everyone. Hello, hello. It says hi to Ishmael, who of course responds. You guys are all awesome. Oh my gosh, there's so many more comments. I didn't realize how many more comments we had. Awesome says hi to Anita. Richard says hi to Awesome. Fearful Mix says, if anyone is interested in it, I will edit it now and we'll share the link. Type 1 interest in that. I don't think anybody's typed a 1 in. Fearful Milk, sorry. They know I'm really bad. So Awesome One says hi to Richard. And Ishmael says, I was going to ZZZ by All Enjoy. Take it easy, my friend. Sleep well. Have a good night. I often forget that when I'm live streaming, it's 8:30 at night. It's on the eastern coast of Florida, of the U.S. That other people all over the world have the ability to watch this stream, and some of them it's 3-4 o'clock in the morning. In other places, so I often forget the fact that not everybody's on the same time zone as me. So, peace out, my friend. Hope everything goes well. Cross says, well, if Misfit Corner Comics got big, it might need social media manager. Rick, that's it. You're going to be my social media manager. That's it. You're it. You're it from now on. I'll give the job to a Canadian. I love Rick. He's great. Let's see. Anita says, the car warranty called me and I told them I just bought a 2022 Toyota Tundra with 130 miles on it, and they tried to tell me the warranty is expired. Yeah, I had one time that I asked them like how long ago the warranty expired, and they told me, well, when it gets a certain miles the warranty's done. And I'm like, wow, that was like several years ago. So I've been driving it around this entire time with no warranty. I guess I'm doing okay. They didn't like to hear that. They really want to sell you a warranty. Richard says goodnight to Ishmael. Awesome says the same thing. PJ's here. Hey, PJ says, I know you record on your phone. I've heard they are disabling apps that can do that. Have you found a way around that? Yes, I have. If I'm at home and I'm in front of my computer, if I get a call, I simply put it on speakerphone, and I have a Mac, so I always have Photo Booth up, which is it's a recording and picture application for a Mac. If I get a call, I usually have everything set up. I have a microphone on my desk, and when I get a call, I put it on speakerphone, I hit record, and I just do it. And that usually ends up leading to the best calls or the best call recordings. I don't often use the application that records the calls on my phone as much anymore, except when I'm away from my computer. Usually I try to record while I'm in front of my computer. That way you can see me talking and interacting with the call, because otherwise you're just listening to my voice, and maybe that's boring. On YouTube, in my mind, that's boring, just listening to somebody talk. So I'd rather, be animated and talk to you and have you all see me. So, speaking of animated, I've got an idea, and I'm really, really excited about doing this. I had started. If any of you noticed, I had some test videos that I had done with some basic animation. Um, I've got ideas for more, and we'll see. I'm a one man show here. I'm not farming out any of this stuff to anybody else, so it's just me. So it's a matter of when I get around and can do it. But I've got an idea for animated shorts that could be very, very, very funny. So I've got one particular idea in mind that I'm going to play with, and if I can do it, it could be fantastic. Could be hilarious. But we'll see. We'll see. More as it happens, and trust me, I will keep you all informed as things happen. Rosemary says, Andrew, you're doing a great job. Thank you. As always, thank you very much. Rick says, just sub to the other channel. Okay, good. Fearful Milk says, "Can I be another one of the social media managers?" Absolutely. Fearful Milk is my European and Asian social media manager. Rick's the North American manager. Fearful Milk is my European and Asian manager. Now I got to get somebody for South America, somebody for the African continent, and for Australia, and maybe for Asia. You know, did I already say Asia? Yeah, I think I did. Fearful Milk, I'll let you cover it. You let me know what you need, and we'll take care of it. Rick says, "Media, a social manager? Don't think so." Come on, Rick. Rick, honestly, I think you'd be fantastic at it. You have a YouTube channel that's very active. You post every day because I get your notifications. You're very on top of it when it comes to, stuff that's going on and with your channel, and you're very good about responding to comments where I try to read the comments at least once a day. You're very good about that stuff. So you could probably teach me a few things from now and then. don't don't run away. Think about it. Rosemary says, "We are not on the same time level, but I love you." Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I often forget that fact. The idea that it's 8:30 where I'm at, and somebody on the East Coast or West Coast, it's 5:30. Just slightly blows my mind sometimes, the thought of it. So, and then of course other countries like Fearful Milk. I don't know what time it is right now. It's probably the middle of the morning where he's at right now. He should be in bed sleeping, but he's not. He's here with me, and I appreciate it. And then Cross says, "Give Avery, get Avery for your social media manager." Rick, you know Avery. You know what he would do. Oh, he'd be bad at that. Maybe that's why we should get him to do it, because he'd be really bad at it. Avery's one of my best buddies. He's if you've ever been on the comic side, he's a character, and I appreciate him, and he's great. Let's see. Jonathan says it's 5:30 p.m. here. Okay, so you must be on 3, 8, 7, 6, 5. So you must be on the West Coast. So that's cool. That's cool. Fearful Milk says it's 1:30. I will share the link to Discord. Give me a second. Okay, sounds good. 1:30 in the morning where he's at. I don't think that boy ever sleeps. All right, well, I don't have a video set aside for tomorrow just yet. I'll have to go through. I have a couple of I'm going on vacation in June. We're going on a week long trip. So I've been kind of taking some of the videos and banking them so that I can release them while I'm gone out of town. I don't want to use one of those for tomorrow. I want to keep those for when I actually need them. So I need to go through my little directory. I can easily do another day in the life because I've got a bunch of short ones from the other day that I could put together. But I got to check and see if there's anything good to make a video of. So, there you go. Fearful Milk went ahead and he included it. Everyone join that. Okay, cool. And one of these days I'll get around to getting back on there. Betty Bam Bam invited me to her Discord, and I'm on Todd's Discord for his Adult Fantasy, which is his NFT project, which, if you guys are into that kind of stuff, it's pretty fantastic what they're doing over there. Um, I get notifications from them all the time of people chiming in and so forth. I just forget to go and look and see what's going on. I'm just so bad. I think part of it is I will tell you that I have too much stuff to do and I'm too busy. The truth is I'm lazy when it comes to that stuff and just don't get around to it. So, but I appreciate Fearful Milk being out there. So, Rosemary says, love you, Andrew, and all you do. Well, thank you very much. I try my best. And Rick says, you on my Discord? I don't think so. Rick, I don't think so. If you've got a Discord, let me know. I'll sign up and ignore it just like I ignore all the others. But I'm so bad. Rick, you know me. I am so bad. Rick has he's done some different projects in the past in which he asked some of his artist friends and comic friends if they would contribute, if they were able to contribute. And I know at least on 2 or 3 occasions I said, yeah, sure, sign me, and then totally flaked and forgot all about it. That's just how horrible I am. Once again, I'd say I'm too busy or whatever. No, it's because I'm horrible. I am literally horrible. And Fearful Mook says, join mine. He says, laugh out loud. And Cross says, here's my Discord. Okay, cool. Everybody's got a Discord. I got one too, but I'm never there. Fearful Mook keeps it in line, but I don't think there's any really activity going on there. Not like Betty. Hers is very hopping. It's there's notifications going out all the time, and I know Todd's Adult Fantasy one is very hopping too. He does a live stream and then goes into the Discord and they play games and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my god, I wish I had the mental capacity to actually hold in and do stuff like that, but I don't. My brain's usually, by the time I say goodnight everybody and log off of these live streams, I'm dead to the world. But I have a video I have to make for tomorrow, so I'm gonna wrap up a little early this evening. But I appreciate everybody that came down. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. The Ancient One says, I am subbed and rang bell, but not getting notices. Oh, really? That's weird. If you're subbed to me and not getting notices, that's really weird. Rosemary says, Andrew, you are loved, and many keep doing what you do. I will. It's one of those things where as long as it's fun and entertaining, I will keep on doing it. And it's still fun to me. I still enjoy taking the calls. I look forward to talking to these scammers. And what's been happening lately, the Amazon scammers, as soon as I start talking or I give them a name or whatever, they end up hanging up on me. So instead of getting that far, I'll try to ask them questions to see if I can actually start a dialogue with them and ask them stuff like, do you really like your job? Do you like what you do for a living? But nobody's caught on to any of those yet. They usually just hang up on me because they know I'm going to screw with them. But I'm trying to get a conversation going because you never know. At some point, they might reveal something that could be interesting to everybody. Bottom line, they keep on calling. I'm going to keep on screwing with them. And I encourage everybody out there to do the same. Or if you get a call, like any of the calls that I get, either hang up on them or screw with them like I do. Nailed it. All right, everybody, I'm going to let you all go. I appreciate everybody that came in and said hi this evening. You all are fantastic. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We got another one. Hold on. Betty says, really looking forward to the post every day. Some are just plain hilarious. Thank you very much, Betty. I appreciate it. I like the funny ones, but I also like the ones that show you what they're trying to do or what they're trying to get away with. But sometimes I just have fun with them. And I've recently been trying to just like throw out little things to see if they're paying attention. I called one a name on one of my recent videos, and somebody commented on, it's like, hey, they didn't even notice when you made fun of them and called them a name. I said, I know, they were too busy trying to do the scam. But as long as you guys are getting knowledge and you are getting entertainment out of it, then I'm going to keep doing it. And trust me, they have yet to stop calling. So we'll keep it up. All right, everybody. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. There's still one more day left in the weekend for those of you that have weekends off. Actually, you know what? For those in the States, the following Monday, the 30th, is a holiday. So that could be very nice. Have a 3-day weekend. That sounds like a really good thing. And it feels like forever since I had a 3-day weekend. Oh, wait a minute. That was this weekend because I took Friday off. I like I told you guys, mind has only so much capacity, and mine gets filled up very quickly, and there's not much room for anything else. Take it easy, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch y'all later.